Hi everybody, Jan here, and welcome to this week's vlog. In this video, we are taking you behind the scenes of our health check and neuter of our 5 permanent male wolves. These wolves originally came to us from a roadside zoo a couple of years ago, and just recently we were able to officially adopt them, which meant we could go ahead and neuter the males to prevent captive breeding. So what does neutering 5 male adult wolves involve? Well, let's take a look. Our first task was to capture the males out of their outdoor enclosure. Here we had to encourage them to go into their shift sheds. Once inside, they were placed inside a crate to transport over to the barn where they would spend the night before the big day. Just a little encouragement from behind is needed to get them into the crate. The wolves are actually really good at this and don't put up a fight. It takes a few people to move the crate, not only because of the weight, but to help steady the crate and keep the stress level down for the wolf inside. The solid walls also help reduce the stress for the animals on the 5-minute drive to the barn. Once in the barn, each wolf was placed into their own enclosure for the night. This process was then repeated 4 more times, taking approximately 3 hours to catch and move all 5 wolves. In the barn, the wolves are subdued. Not exactly happy they're in for the night. The next day, it's time for their long-awaited surgery. Each wolf is sedated by gently placing a blanket over them. Once covered, Dr. Sherry comes in and gives the wolf an injection in the back leg muscle. We leave the enclosure to allow the wolf to relax and let the drugs kick in. This can take anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. Once the wolf is completely asleep, we place them on a stretcher. Each wolf is then carried to the operating room set up in our nursery building. One of the first steps once sedated is to weigh the wolves. This helps with assessing their overall health and body condition, and it's really important to know the weight of an animal when administering drugs. All our wolves are microchipped, so we scan for confirmation of identity. Each wolf had blood drawn for 2 reasons. The first was for DNA testing. Since we don't know the original origin of these wolves, we're hoping we can learn a little bit more about them. And the second reason was for blood work, to check on their internal health, to make sure organs are functioning properly and there's no underlying health conditions. Neutering a wolf is no different than neutering a dog, which is a pretty routine surgery for a vet. Today, we are lucky to have 3 amazing vets, Dr. Sherry Cox, Dr. Dana Cox, and Dr. Krista Halling, all of them volunteering their time to help us. The reason we are neutering our wolves is because we don't believe in breeding for life in captivity. Animals born in captivity here in Ontario are not allowed to be released into the wild. Separating the males and females at breeding season becomes very disruptive to the pack, so in order for all of them to stay together at all times, the males had to be altered. Once the surgery is done, the wolves are placed into a crate to recover. Our dedicated volunteers, Joanne and Ina, monitor their breathing while they sleep. It takes a couple hours before the wolves are fully awake again. They spend a few more quiet days in the barn. This prevents them from tearing the stitches by running around, and gives us the opportunity to keep an eye on the incision site for infection. All 5 wolves recovered well and were eager to get back outside and reunite with their pack members. Thanks for watching our vlog. If you would like to learn more about us, you can go to our website at aspenvalley.ca. See you next time. Bye!